Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna let you lose a PvP match. Alright folks, welcome to the week in Marvel Avengers Alliance. Today is February 12th, and this is the BFF edition of the week in Marvel Avengers Alliance. Today's background music is brought to you by Best Music for Gaming, and a link will be in the description. So, what have we got going on today? Well, we have the Valentine's sale that is currently going on. This features the 4 horsemen suits, and as you can see for me, I have basically gotten to the point where I have them all except for the blaster version of Rogue. And honestly, because it's not like it was a different class for her, it was just the different passive, I never got it. To me at the time, the infiltrator one was the clear winner. I really never ran into anybody who ever got the blaster version. Her counters, back when she was popular in her Famine form, were phenomenal. So we have the girl's best friend, and we have the BFF. Well, the BFF works with the girl's best friend. Now, if you're not familiar with it, the girl's best friend is this pirate-looking cutlass that we got a while ago. Diamond Strength. When you use it, all allies gain strengthened, and grants all allies strengthened when attacking with girl's best friend. So you have to use it once. And when you hit somebody with it, it causes migraine. Well, now we have the BFF, which is its counterpart. It exploits migraine. Allies with strengthened have a high chance to follow up when attacking with the BFF. Attacks followed up in this way cannot be interrupted. While equipped, the girl's best friend becomes a quick action and gains a cooldown. Person hit is cornered and fumbling. Now, what are the possibilities of this one? If allies are strengthened, does the BFF follow up on it even if you don't have the girl's best friend? That is certainly a possibility, and we could attempt to find out about that. So, what I'm going to do is we will jump into the simulator and we will see the two in action, and then we will experiment using Heimdall to see if just strengthened will activate the BFF, even if it's not coming from the girl's best friend. Now, my girl's best friend, as you're about ready to find out, is going to be old as hell. But that's okay. I honestly think the best application for this weapon is going to be follow-up teams. That's where I truly think this thing is going to shine, especially if they can't be interrupted. This may start doing some potentially crazy things. So let's get somebody here. Alright, so we'll add Colleen. Now, by the way, piece of advice. These are slashing weapons. And because of that, if you bring the Black Knight, you will add bleed effects to all slashing weapons. So as we get prepped for this, the other thing we need to talk about is the fact that we're getting closer and closer to Chapter 10, in which Damon is going to be the worthy. So let's start with a B, and there it is, right up top. Let's keep the Dark Energy Blade. And let's add a G for girl. See, there it is. It's, wow, mine is incredibly old. I may just want to, I think I might just spend the other 8 gold to get the upgraded version of that. Holy cow. Mine is really 81. I didn't think it was that long ago that I got the girl's best friend. That's crazy. Yeah, I think I might drop the extra 8 gold for that. So, Damon is coming. He is wearing Thing's outfit that he wore during Fear itself, with the Laffy Taffy mouth things around him. If you want to see what Thing looks like in that outfit, you can always go over to Marvel Heroes. It is one of the skins that is available for Thing. So that's coming up, and we're wondering how badass he's going to be. It really could be interesting. For those who follow my stream when we do it, we've been talking about Damon a lot lately over the last half a week or so. We've been playing around with him, and, you know, Damon's actually pretty good. Especially if you give him the Resident ISO and the Mystic ISO, which makes everything he does is magic, he heals really well. So if we take a look at Colleen over here, we will notice that everything she does is now a bleed because everything she does is slashing. So this stealthy move is going to apply slashing to the entire enemy team, and it's stealthy. Apparently Sin was able to see that despite it being stealthy. So if we take a look at what happens to the girl's best friend, it's now a quick action, but it's not really talking about the cooldown. So I'm going to go ahead and smack the power armor with it as a quick action. So now the power armor will not have migraine, unfortunately, because he's mindless. And now we will attack with the BFF, which looks pretty much identical in sprite. Black Knight follows up, and Colleen follows up. Wow, that could really be a good initiator of follow-ups. Spider-Man Noir and Union Jack or Rocket may have an absolute field day with this. Wow, interesting. There's no cooldown. Oh, okay. It's probably a one-round cooldown. I get it. I think I know what it's doing. It's a one-round cooldown so that you can't just spam it again. So let's see if we get follow-ups on Sin. Yup. Yeah, that's definitely Black Knight's. That's definitely not Black Knight's passive there. That's the passive on the BFF. This... Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to have to play around with this. This really could be a really good indicator of follow-up groups. Really good weapon to work with Black Knight, I must admit. It's really solid to add bleeds, but it seems that we have the cooldowns now. Maybe that first one was just a bug. Oh, no, never mind. It was still my turn. I get it. I see what was happening there. We're still the same round. See, now that won't cause a bleed because that's not the slashing side of the weapon. That's the psychic side of the weapon. So, of course, wow. The girl's best friend did a lot of damage there despite being highly underleveled. Very interesting. Now, if I were to manually use the Dark Energy Blade, I would cause a stack of bleeds because it is a slashing weapon. That's Black Knight's passive on that one. Yeah, we're going to have to try this with a... let's bring in Spider-Man Noir and Rocket and see what happens over here. Maybe not the thing you want to do on defense, but it seems like it's a really good initiator if you are using a team like this on offense. So let's bring in Spider-Man Noir, who can follow up on everybody. Let's bring in Rocket. See, I always have my Rocket sit as a blaster, but I actually use the generalist version of Movie Coon when I use him. Surprisingly, the Devourer did not proc at all. on that last one over there, despite the bleeds. I think the Devourer is the hardest working follow-up / counter item in the game. That thing just does so much work. It's incredible. Alright, so I'm going to start by hitting the power armor because he protects with the girl's best friend. We're now going to hit him with the BFF. So this should make Spider-Man Noir and Rocket Raccoon. Yep, that's exactly what I thought would happen. Yeah. 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 Ha! Wow. Wow. Holy shit. That's... Yow. Wiped out the whole team on a quick action and a full action. Minus Sin. That is nuts. We're gonna... Alright. We're going to give this one more try in a different simulator that has a bunch of people in it. But that's crazy. If that's uninterruptible, man, offensively tilted teams are going to... Yeah, that's a face wrecker right there. So Maximus the Mad has ads. Does anybody know if any others other than Sin and Maximus have ads in their fights? I'd really would like to know. I asked this on the stream the other day, but nobody knew. So, PvP. Actually running into a lot of follow-up teams on defense. A lot of the, like, Rocket and Spider-Man Noir and Union Jack teams, been running into them on defense quite a lot. And I have fun with them because I've changed my team up. And I will definitely show you guys that in a moment. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Alright, so not quite as much that time. We had one extra. Rocket Raccoon followed up one time. Alright, so yeah, let's set a flank on the Theta. Because once we do that, Rocket will follow up with an AoE. So now the next thing we need to do is we need to test with Heimdall, who will give us a strengthened to see if we can create follow-ups without running the girl's best friend. So that's the other passive. Allies with strengthened have a high chance to follow up when attacking with the BFF. It's that uncounterable thing that's going to be crazy. This could become an especially vicious thing. Alright, so we're going to leave Spider-Man Noir in. We're going to take Rocket out. And we're going to bring in Heimdall. And see if a guaranteed strengthened creates follow-ups. Even if it doesn't come from the girl's best friend. So yeah, I've changed my team up on offense. Defense, they're the same. It's weird. I only went 3 matches in today's overnight. In yesterday's overnight, I went 7 and lost all of them. I woke up to negative 95. Today I woke up to negative 11. Absolutely crazy. Alright, so I'm going to get these guys bleeding. Just to see if we could get Devourer procs. Yes, the Infiltrator's going to get in my face. Alright, Spider-Man Noir will flank Maximus. Pretty big press charges. There's that Devourer, man. I'm telling you. The Devourer is such an underrated yet phenomenal item. It's just really, really good. Alright, Vigilance. And here we go. With Ballerhorn. We are now guaranteed to be strengthened. So we are going to use the BFF without using the girl's best friend. And we'll see if we get follow-ups. Yes! I believe that question has been answered. Man, look at that Devourer go. For you people who don't have the Devourer, and yeah, so basically SpiNo over there followed up on everybody that was hit by the Devourer. Don't ever underestimate the Devourer. I truly think more than the Cosmic Cardinal, more than the Grace Note, the Mandible, the Rapier, the Devourer puts in the most work in the entire game. So over here in PvP, I changed... I took another loss. I changed my team up slightly. I have brought back in Team Finesse. Team Finesse is Psylocke and Archangel. The reason why I bring these guys in is because they are both stealthy, and my agent is stealthy with the Quit Gun. So all three members of my team can be stealthy if necessary. Archangel trades out the AoE Despair from Elsa, and instead brings in an AoE Nanoplague, which shuts down buffs even on people who have magic warding. So I was using Soulfire from Elsa to wreck people's day, but when you have magic warding up, it translates into burning, and it never removes the buffs. Well, Archangel is capable of messing that up. Wow, extra turns from the Debbie here, folks. Really, really crazy with that. So I'm going to mind control Pesty into his own team. And we will initiate from the mental coordination, which of course is super good. Because if we can erase Pesty, this match gets 200% easier. Now, bringing in X-Force Archangel, he gives Fatal Blow to Psylocke and himself on their level 9s. So that means you get to kill people from really, really far out. Psylocke gives the team, well, the X-Force team, stealth. Oh, is this guy trying to be the Eternal Agent? I think this guy's trying to be the Eternal Agent. That's kind of funny. Yeah, the Blink Boots are the ones that, if I remember correctly, they're the ones that try to phase you. And that was part of what I used to call the Eternal Agent. The Eternal Agent was somebody who was set up to keep themselves phased the entire match and be untouchable. Now, Archangel just removed all of Red Hulk's heat, and he will never be able to gain heat for the entire rest of the battle. That's why this team is super strong. Psylocke got even stronger than the last time I used her, because now her level 1 is a quick action. So she can do combos like this, and she can refresh the team's stamina by applying mental coordination. And she doesn't waste a turn doing it. So as you can see, this was an incredibly easy match. Pesty just got his ass beat on that one. And once Pesty was gone, things are much easier. So for upcoming content on the channel, I'm definitely going to be doing a video today, and this will be my second upload of the day, on some tricks here for PvP Season 27 as it rounds out. One of the biggest mistakes is concerning the Deb, and that is something that I'm going to try to correct for people in the next video on my channel. So there you go, folks. There is a look at my new offensive team for the rest of the season and why they work out so well. We have touched upon the girl's best friend and the BFF. We've discussed the fact that Damon will be the next worthy, and we are definitely interested in seeing what's going to be the deal with him. My defensive team is still the same. This slot keeps rotating in and out. I have the magnetic field dynamo back in there. If you notice, I don't have the Deb, but you'll have to see the second video. to find out about that. So, hope you guys have a good weekend here in Marvel Avengers Alliance. In terms of the newest characters, my Winter Soldier is training towards 12 right now. And my Lizard is training towards 8. Lizard is a lot of fun. I definitely think people should do everything they can to get Lizard. He is fun, he is strong, and with one swipe of his tail, he basically turns off the entire enemy team. It's not a generalized, but it's close. And if you go in his Scrapper form, and he follows up Septic Bite, he follows it up with Rending Slash, which can be set up really, really nicely. He works beautifully with Jaina. He works beautifully with Kazar. He works beautifully with anybody who likes attrition, because he's got the bleed, he's got the poison. I've heard people really liking him with Morbius, especially if you give the covert ISO to Morbius. So, I hope you guys enjoy the weekend. Take care, stay warm if you're on the East Coast. We're down into the 20s here for some areas. So, peace out, folks.